It's 6:51 on this Friday morning. We are 19 days away from Christmas Eve. Our happiness expert, our wellness expert in the house, Elizabeth Manuel, you know that music like what we just heard for some people will induce feelings of stress, of terror.
Christmas is meant to be this happy season. If I look around, I don't see that. Have you been to a shopping mall recently?
I've tried not to, and maybe that's why I'm feeling so
There is
well-adjusted.
not very many happy shoppers. What I'd like to encourage people to do to have a much happier Christmas is to think about the best gift that you can give, which is not something that you can buy in the store. I'm talking about forgiveness, or letting go of resentments, letting go of things that you've been storing up inside of your body.
Do we all have something that would qualify? I mean, do we all, as we're watching right now, are you predicting that every single person right immediately has something that comes to mind? That's someone I need to forgive?
There is within us this capacity to look at someone else and say it's their fault or what they did. It's really important to remember that no matter what somebody else has done, if you are holding a resentment or an anger towards somebody, you are the one that is suffering. You will have higher blood pressure, reduced immunity. Your heart will not be having heart rhythm coherence. Forgiveness does not mean condoning what somebody has done. It simply means you're willing to be free so that you can be happier and have more health.
I've never heard of heart rhythm coherence. What's that?
Heart rhythm coherence is when we practice breathing and using strategies such as forgiveness, where your heart comes into a coherent pattern. When we measure the patterns of the heart, an incoherent pattern is very upsetting for our system. And when we reach heart rhythm coherence, which is through practices like breath, using forgiveness, we feel better and we boost our immunity, we reduce depression, and we feel healthier.
I think if I'm going to be honest, I have to say that I know why sometimes we wait for apologies and we expect apologies because we feel that we've been wronged and we want it to be made right. Now, if we're honest, we also probably have to admit that there are always people that come to mind whom we know we owe an apology. And I would imagine this has to be a two-way street.
We always want the other person to go first. Well, I won't call Auntie Jane until she calls me and apologizes to me first. This Christmas, make it your practice to call another person that you might have had an outing with, and you will feel the benefits. This is your time to thrive and to really enjoy the experience of Christmas in such a healthy way, which has nothing to do with presents that we buy externally.
We do know that there's this sort of a giving spirit that permeates this season. If we do insist on giving meaningful gifts, do you have any sort of focuses that we should hold?
There's so many great ways. Two people in my life have recently been in the hospital for very serious conditions. We could take food to the family at home, because when you're going back and forth to the hospital, taking healthy food to somebody, offering to shovel the snow for somebody, reading to somebody perhaps who can't read, buying a cleaning service for a caregiver. There's wonderful ways to create meaningful gifts that don't involve going to the shopping center.
You know, it's like, so you can give somebody the Billy Bass that'll sit on the wall and make the noise, or you can bake them a lasagna during a time that's stressful for them. And I would wager a guess that the lasagna is going to be remembered long after some other sort of fun, trivial throwaway gift will be.
They're really meaningful, and you will feel so much better on the inside and know that you've had a positive impact, the true spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, everybody that's done their gag gift shopping is going, what's wrong with Billy Bass? Why do you got to criticize Billy Bass? Elizabeth Manuel, thank you for helping us get our focus corrected here as we head into these deep days of December. We know they're going to be exciting, but of course a lot of stress. And safe journey on your travels to Bali.
Thank you.
When
We're
you
looking
get back,
forward to it.
I'm
January
interested.
1st.
The take that a wellness expert has visiting that part of the world, I'm sure that you'll have something to share with all of us upon your return.
Thank you.
See you later. When we come back, we'll see you. Of course, news, weather, traffic is set to go. The lights at the legislature now officially on. As of yesterday, there they are, as seen through the eyes of Edmonton. You're watching BT.
Floral arrangements for BT provided by Heather DeCoke Floral Design.